All right, there we go. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, Joy, how are you? Live from the Creeper Gallery, New Hope, Pennsylvania. Laura, how are you? Charlene, how are you? Taking a trip through the gallery here. Show you guys the great artwork of Donna Marion, who was just featured on Fright Night, episode 9. You guys should check that out. She was billed as a haunted object expert, which she definitely is. Hey, Kathy, Carol, how are you? Creeper Gallery, New Hope, Pennsylvania. Ree, how are you? Just want to show you some of the stuff. Hey, Karen, how are you? Chris is here with me tonight. She's already in the red room. Good evening. Donna, how are you? Beth, David, how's it going? Dorothy, just taking you for a ride around the gallery part before we head into the red room. New camera looks good. That new phone, pictures are so clear. I like it a lot. Donna Marion, how are you? So this is again the gallery portion with all the cool artwork from Donna Marion and Madame Clara. Lots of cool stuff here, including that. So here we are. There it is. Hey, Ann, how are you? Christopher, how you doing? There it is, the red room. And there is the red room right in front of me, and sitting in the red room.
There's a ghost.
The ghost with the most. Hey, Kathy. Christine, how are you? Christharian. She's here.
I'm here.
She's here.
I'm
She's
here.
here.
I'm here.
She's excited. She's ready to get going. We are in the red room. Susan, how are you? A room filled with haunted objects, surrounded by them. Got the SLS all ready to go. Object number 1 is set up. We shall begin shortly. I feel like we should do like a commercial before we start. We need a sponsor. Who wants to be our sponsor? We need a sponsor. I need to say this live feed has been brought to you by. Hello, Luann. How are you? Denise. Okay, we're going to get started.
Let me get those lights.
We're going to get the lights, then we're going to get started. Hello, Linda. How are you? Ooh, dark out there. Spooky, spooky. Roseanne, how are you? Denise is from Iowa. Hello, Ann. How you doing? So I'm going to close this light out. You have a flashlight, right?
Ready to fly.
All right.
You want to get settled and I'll shut it off?
I'll shut it off.
And so you can read that.
You want me to read it? You can.
No, you go right ahead. That way they can see you.
So I'll read it first and then.
Yeah. Give them an idea. And then you showed them what it was, right?
Yeah, it's the picture right in front of me there. I don't know if they got a good look.
I'm going to get you so you guys can see what he's about to read.
Just be careful, don't hit any of those side buttons or you'll lose the feed.
Yeah.
The eye. That's obviously a Masonic thing. There's
Makes
the logo.
me think of Lord of the Rings. I don't know why.
I don't know why either, but sure.
Just giving you guys a nice little close-up so you can see. This feed is brought to you by all the paranormal fans around the world. That's just so fun. Okay.
Okay. So this is one that Donna asked us to do. The other two we kind of picked out. It says haunted. This is what I'm reading, the card here. Haunted, unfinished painting, circa 1860. Of or for Harmon Yerkes, spelled Yerkes, of Doylestown, PA. Born 1843, died 1927. Now, Harmon did a lot of things. He was very well known and very well respected. He was a judge / author of law. He created the Norristown Hospital for the Insane. So again, this is a guy who was very well educated, very well respected, helped the community. Senator, part of the Doylestown Masonic Lodge, which again, that's what that painting represents.
Yeah.
On the bottom here, I don't know what this relates to, but I'm sure we're going to find out shortly, Harmon. It says he was somewhat tortured and still attached. So why? Don't know. But we're going to do our best to find out more about Harmon, who again, very well educated, smart man, well respected man. I wonder what his demons were, why he's tortured, and we're going to do our best, like I said, to find that out.
Yeah, he was a former Master's Mason.
So that means he was way up on the
Yeah, he
chain.
was way up there.
So I'm going to give this back to you. Do you want me to get this on our page so you can see the comments?
I can see them on here. If I won't see them.
Okay. No, I was just curious. All right, I'm going to put your phone down.
All right.
You're going to cough. I've coughed the whole entire time.
I know, and you just
Now I'm
started. I wonder why.
I'm going to straighten that out a little bit.
That's what you guys can see.
Away we go. You want to start? You want me to start?
No, you started out of the ballpark. You get this game going.
Give me a minute. All right. So this is the way I did it last time, and the lighting was fine.
Oh, it's pretty bright.
Okay. Yeah, this whole, is it too bright?
No, I don't think
You'll
so.
be able to see all the stuff, right?
I can see everything.
Okay. Okay, Harmon. Or
The only thing that I may not be able to see, and sometimes it's hard to see depending on the light, is your fingers.
my fingers.
Yeah, the
My fingers are down here.
static fingers.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be able to get those. So, Harmon, good to meet you. My name is John. Over there is Chris.
And just to help you out, it was said that the Mason Lodge is still standing in Doylestown today.
Okay. Again, my name is John, and this is Chris. We haven't met you yet. It's the first time you've been in here with us. We are people that come here and try to connect with, communicate with the people that are attached to things that belong to them, that meant a lot to them. Sometimes we talk to them and they may not be here with the object all the time. Sometimes they come in as we're discussing their lives, their family and what they did for a living. And they come in then as they're listening and they hear us talking about them and they see that we have an object that belonged to them. We aren't people that are psychic or sensitive. We don't have any kind of mystical powers. We come in and we use, believe it or not, equipment that is based on science. I know you're a very intelligent man, a Mason, so hopefully you'll understand this. Everything we use is based on the premise that spirits are energy and they create electromagnetic fields because they're people without the body that sometimes if they're trying to manifest, they'll create static electricity, which we have things here that measure all of that. These lights that look like Christmas lights, the lanterns, they measure energy. So if you were to try to communicate with us and we can't hear you or see you, you can try to raise your energy level or try to touch these things with your hand and they'll light up different colors like the rainbow. That's all they do. They won't hurt you. They don't hurt me. I'm touching it right here. You see nothing happened to me. They just let us know that you're in the area. We have a special camera there that'll see you if you stand in front of that painting. We have a little circle here that makes music. All I'm doing is touching it with my finger. See the antenna? I'm sure you know what an antenna is. You had radios back then. That's all I did is I touched the antenna with my finger and I made music and I made the lights light up. I have 2 Easter eggs down the bottom, very simple, that say the word yes and the word no. One is blue, one is yellow, I believe. Tap those with your fingers, and just like that, they twinkle. I know it's very simple and it's very minimal types of communication, but this is what we use because we're not on the same level as you. We're not spirits, we're not sensitive, we're not psychic. So we have to use simple things at first to try to communicate. And then what we do is we try to hear your voice using recorders. I know you know what they are, and other tools. So we are happy to meet you. This painting here, we were told is unfinished. I've been in one Masonic lodge, so I know kind of the way it's set up. We were in there trying to speak with a former member who had passed. The members let us in to try to communicate with him, which we did. And he was very forthcoming. So I'm hoping maybe you're the same way, being, again, a very educated man in law. You helped create a hospital for the insane. So you're a giving person, from what we could tell, right? Oh, did I miss something?
Yeah, the light went off.
All right. So, like I said, you're a giving person, from what we could tell. The part that concerns me is why they think you're tortured. Would you describe yourself as a tortured man, individual? Would you want to be described that way? Whatever you did to make that light flicker when I was talking about you being very generous, we could use that. If that's what you're capable of doing for now to answer, we'll go with that. Were you a tortured man? I mean, at times, I guess we all would describe ourselves as being a little tortured. Is that how you would describe yourself? Or you would, like I said, want others to describe you that way? Did you have a family? Wife? Kids? Again, just use your energy. Yeah, bingo.
Oh.
Wow. See, I knew right off this is a very intelligent man.
Extremely.
I don't even have to meet him halfway. I just got to go a quarter of the way, and this guy's going to figure this out. And lo and behold, here we go. Okay, so you did have a family. That's what I'm getting out of this. Sons? Any boys? I have a son. His name is John. He's named after me. Any boys? No sons? Just coughing. Jeez. Daughters. I have a daughter as well. Chris has 2 daughters. Any daughters? I know it takes a minute. So this painting here, was somebody having that made for you? A member of the lodge, family member, friend? Was that a gift or something? Did they pay to have that made for you? Did you pay to have that made? Something you commissioned? Every time I look away, that's when stuff happens. Okay, Harmon. Like I said, it would be great if you could interact with the things that we have next to the painting. Just so you know, that painting now is in a store, a shop that sells quote unquote haunted items. You know, I'm sure you know what haunted items are. Again, you're a very educated man. And lots of people believe that there are the spirit of the person still connected to or attached to these things.
Donna said that his wife's name was Emma.
Emma. Is that true, Harmon? Is Emma around? Is Emma with you? There you go. See
Wow.
that? Thank you, Harmon. I appreciate that. Again, I know this is very minimal level of communication, but the fact that you're willing to cooperate and try means a lot, because we don't mean any disrespect to you, Emma, your family, to your life, your career. We're just here to let people see that maybe you still are present and around.
And he's giving you direct responses.
Yeah, this object that belonged to you. And we want people to know about your life and about, you were a senator, You helped in, again, creating the hospital, very distinguished person in the field of law. This is something that nobody's life should be forgotten. I don't care if you were a ditch digger, but you lived a very distinguished life. So we want to share with people the fact that maybe you are here and you're listening and you would like to talk about yourself.
He had a very successful political career because
As a
of
senator.
his ability with he could make friends, and that they
Right.
stayed lifelong friends.
Okay.
So that's how he became a
So a very
powerhouse.
personable man who, again, is going to try his best to try to, if it's possible, to make that connection with us. I
Yeah.
would think. Okay. So here's what we're going to do, Harmon. Ideally, I would like you to touch these eggs down here to answer yes or no, but maybe you don't want to do that for whatever reason. So I want to use a digital recorder. Well, a recorder first. I know digital probably. This is like the reel-to-reel recorders, whatever you had back then. This could hear your voice. Record it. I'll ask questions out loud. You answer out loud, and maybe we could hear the answers here, even if we can't hear them with our ears. Okay. Again, you were a Mason. You kind of know about the whole. I'm sure you had theories about the spirit world and about heaven and religion and the afterlife and all of that. So now's your chance to help us with that. We're gonna again try to speak with you. Do you want to do this? You want me to do this?
No, go right ahead. I think he's responding to you. A man of his time frame, maybe he's more comfortable with speaking to you.
What about this room? Makes me half my brains out.
Do you need this flashlight?
Are you using it for anything?
No.
All right. Okay. So I have it in my hand, Harmon. I'm putting it on the floor here, right there. So I'm going to ask you to just talk out loud, okay? And try to answer the question as best you can using all the energy you can. All right? I'm hitting the record. Harmon, if you or Emma is here with us, can you please say hello? Of all of your accomplishments, what are you most proud of? Did you enjoy being a senator? The creation of the hospital for the insane, was that mainly your idea or were there others involved? Did you have any children? Why would someone describe you as being tortured? Do you feel that you're a tortured individual? Can you tell me the last thing that you remember when you were alive? I just want to ask you again, Harmon, to prove that you are here. What is your wife's name? Did you hear that, female?
I heard something. I just couldn't make it out.
It's on here for sure.
Okay. Kim just said, "Oh, just popped in real quick to say hello because she's still at work."
Okay.
And somebody actually said maybe if you use the word on, judge or honorable judge, maybe he'd respond. I don't know. Yeah, people are saying they heard something too.
I definitely heard it. It sounded like a female go, or something like that.
And the only reason why I'm not showing the SLS because I'm watching it and there's nothing on it. Hmm?
Again? Again. Again. Harmon, if you or Emma is here with us, can you please say hello? Let's turn off the air. Of all of your accomplishments, what are you most proud of? Did you enjoy being a senator? Damn air conditioning. There's two words. It's just so faint.
You just can't, yeah.
I almost should get out. Did you enjoy being a senator? The creation of the hospital for the insane, was that mainly your idea or were there others involved? Did you have any children? Why would someone describe you as being tortured? Do you feel that you're a tortured individual? Can you tell me the last thing that you remember when you were alive? What's that name?
Sounded like there was a breath in it too.
I just want to ask again, Harmon, to prove that you are here. What is your wife's name?
All right.
I swear that I heard that with my ears.
People heard it, but people are saying the curtain behind you moved.
I'm going to turn that in.
Christopher, I'll get it. Christopher said, guys, there is a face in the corner of the mirror. You could see it before you move the camera down to John. And then somebody wanted to know if you had your hair touched because it was like someone was playing with his hair and it was movement. But people are saying the curtain moved. A couple of people said that they thought they saw something behind the curtain. Not just one, a few. And then people did hear the breath like I did from over here. I don't know if you heard it.
I heard it. And I could swore that the recorder would have picked that up, but it didn't. I was kept waiting. That's what I was really
I got 5 different people saying they saw the curtain move. And Chris actually said that he saw like a shadow of.
Could you move that curtain while we're looking at it, Harmon? People are saying that they did see it move. Could you do that again so I could see it? Please?
No, there's no air conditioner in this room.
No, that's on the outside.
There's no air whatsoever in this room.
There's no vents.
So you said go up slightly with camera. How far up?
Oh, he's not going to deal with
curtain near the painting, they said. So it may not be by the door. It might be the painting itself, by the painting. Is this high enough, guys? Is this, I don't know.
All right, well, I'm going to turn the spirit box on.
Right there. He said, stop here. Where do you see a face?
The glass over there?
Yeah, I get no, the only thing that's off that glass right now is the light.
Yeah, the purple lights.
Who's Johnson Joe? John. Joe.
I don't get what you're talking about. All right. So I'm going to try something else.
Just so you guys can see, there's nothing there.
And with this device here, it's a broken radio. And,
the light went off.
Yeah, we can hear your voice using this device here. If we couldn't capture your voice on the recorder. There was something in the very beginning, but it was still faint. This, we may be able to hear you a little better. Okay. So I want to try this again, because I want to try to find out more about you, if you don't mind. Again, I know the Masons are a very secretive group, but I have been inside that building, and I did speak to a few Masons when I was there, and they're all very proud to be Masons as well. And I know there's a secret way to greet a Mason and a secret way to respond, but I found it fascinating. And I don't know how long you're a Mason for, but again, this picture here sort of captures that. So it must have been very important to you. All right, so let's try this.
Yeah, it's not a mirror over there. It's actually a glass. Could you flash your light up there? That it's actually, that's the case that holds the cursed box and a dangerous book. Yeah. So there's no mirror in here.
No.
That's what they're saying. They're saying that I saw a face, I guess.
Oh, man.
They said when you were here last time, the curtain moved as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
And there's no air that moves in here, guys. None.
All right, Harmon. I'm going to ask you to please say my name or Chris's name. Either? Yes, you could say either. My name is John. That's Chris. Try your hardest to say our name, either one. Could you tell us your name, how you would like us to refer to you? It said respond something. John.
I said John. Oh boy.
Would you like us to call you Judge or Your Honor? Say either one.
Honor.
I should record this. That was a good one. That was a really good one. Okay, Your Honor. Tell us about the torture part of this. Why is it that you're described as tortured? Are you depressed, sad, angry? Yeah, it's time to run the recorder. I said something like it almost sounded something about a defendant. That's what I heard.
Like maybe a case he regrets.
Yeah, was there a case that you ruled on that?
Huh.
I thought he said case. Was there a case that you ruled on that maybe you regret the ruling or the verdict? Is that what happened? We all have regrets. What's yours? I gotta record. There's good stuff coming through there.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I think.
You know what that you said?
Uh-huh. I think what you guys are seeing behind John might be the light reflecting off his flashlight, and that's
There's
doing
a
it.
light here in front of me that's probably reflecting off the case behind me.
Yeah, everybody's saying what we all heard. Yeah, you guys are all confirming it.
All right. Again, when we start getting things like that, same male voice,
We heard it say my name.
same things, we switch over to this box and we try to record it. So
Everybody's saying, did it say Crystal? Yes. For those that don't know, my birth name is Crystal.
I'm putting the recorder as far away from the box as I can. I'm actually putting it, I'll tell you what, I'll put it by the painting. I never did that before. I just made that go off. So I hit the recorder. It's already on. Now I'm going to turn the spirit box on. I'm going to put this on.
It's funny that I don't use that name, and yet that seems the one that comes out. You know?
And here we go. Armin, Your Honor, are you here? Tell us something about you that you want us to know. How many years were you a judge? I'll ask you again, what was your personal favorite accomplishment? Did you live longer than Emma? What would you like to see happen to this painting? Would you like to see it finished? Would you like to see it owned by a mason? Maybe hung in the lodge that you belong to? Well, what would you like to happen to it? I'll ask you again, how would you like us to refer to you? Did you have any children at all? What could we help you in any way? Are you together with Emma now? You're an intelligent man, a successful man. Could you please tell us if there is an afterlife? Any other questions that people have or did you see there?
Anyone have a quick question you'd like John to ask?
Which one?
I'm going to turn off the recorder. I think I heard about the kids. I guess he didn't have any children. Don didn't say anything about children, right? So I hit the recorder. I turn it on. I'm going to turn the spirit box on. I'm going to put this on.
It's funny that I don't use that name, and yet that seems the one that comes out. You know?
Good, here we go. Harmon, Your Honor? Are you here? Tell us something about you that you want us to know. You that you want us to know. Something about you that you want us to know. Something about you that you want us to know. About you that you want us to know. Somebody says it's in the box. I wonder if he's talking about that. How many years were you a judge? 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 So tell me, in court. I'll ask you again, what was your personal favorite accomplishment? Did you live longer than Emma? What would you like to see happen to this painting? Would you like to see it finished? Yes. Yes. Would you like to see it owned by a Mason? See that?
Yep.
Maybe hung in the lodge that you belong to?
No.
He says no. Hung in the lodge that you belong to? Not. Well, what would you like to happen to it? A member of his family, maybe? I'll ask you again. How would you like us to refer to you? Yes. A member of his family.
Yep. That's the essay going on.
Did you have any... Did you have any children at all? Children at all? I thought it said son or just one. Well,
Somebody said it said Your Honor.
Could we help you in any way? What do you want? How clear
Could
is
we
that?
help you in any way?
What do you want?
Could we help you in any way?
What do you want? That's really cool.
Are you together with Emma now? You're telling. You're telling. You're telling.
Sounds like that was weird.
You're
Sounds like
telling.
someone's asking, what's the matter?
Oh
You're
yeah,
telling-
it's a woman.
Yeah,
You're
that
telling.
is a female. What's
You're,
the matter?
you're an intelligent man, a successful man. Could you please tell us if there is an afterlife?
Out there, scared the crap out of me. I didn't know what it was.
Any other questions that people have, or did you see there?
Anyone have a quick question you'd like John to ask?
Which one? Which one?
You said which one?
Which one?
I think it's the second time you said that. See, I love that too because again, people believe sometimes it's a longer time to react. So he waited to the second go round to answer those questions using what we asked him to use when we first started. When I was mentioning about this belonging not in a Masonic lodge, but to maybe a family, a descendant of his, he answered yes to that. That's pretty freaking cool. All right, Your Honor, Judge, we are finished talking with you for now. I thank you for your time. I thank you for engaging with us and trying to communicate with us. Wow, look at that.
That's the first time that's gone off all night.
How crazy is that? He's figuring it out.
He is.
Yeah, intelligent man. I knew it wasn't going to be that hard for,
Yeah.
I knew it wouldn't be hard for you. I knew it. But I hope that's you saying, you're welcome or you appreciated us speaking with you because we do want to keep your memory alive and all of your accomplishments that you made throughout your life. That's all we're trying to do here is find out more about you and to remind people of all the great things you did and your career. So thank you again for taking the time. And we are going to switch.
I think I could just scare someone because they're standing at the door and I moved. Then I was sitting there filming you and I just turned my head and scared them.
Are they still out there looking in? I hear people.
They just left. And I literally scared them because I was filming and they thought it was just a person, like something just sitting in the chair.
Okay. Everybody knows I have a weird fascination with crucifixes, so
You do.
that's what's going to be next. Okay, I'm just moving this out of the way, Your Honor. Very careful with your painting. I would never do anything to ruin it. Just gonna put it right over here for now.
I did scare them. I didn't mean to. Because I guess they figured I was artwork sitting in a
Sounds
chair.
right.
People want to see I guess they want to see how
I'll turn the light on.
the picture's not completed. Once you guys get close enough, you see how this is up on top is all finished, and then you come down and the middle's not finished. The outer edging's not finished.
You wanna
There's a
start with this
lot
one?
of detail. No, you're the cross guy. Once you start it, and then I'll do an EVP with it. But let me get people so you guys can see what John's holding. It's actually gorgeous. I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece.
Is that a snake?
Yes, it's a snake that's wrapped around, just like what John pointed out. I'll try to get it a better shot. It's a snake that's wrapped around. So you've got the top of the crucifix with Jesus, and then you come down to the snake, and then you come down further, and then the base. Look at that.
It's all about that base.
It's all about the base.
I've usually had bad luck with crosses, so I'm going to approach this one very carefully. Because I am not a religious person, so I get kind of leery. That's all me. I'm just setting things up so things are going off.
Somebody asked if it's brass.
That's actually a light metal. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's brass. Donna would know if she's watching. I'm going to put this on. Look at the back here.
I felt bad for those 3 people. They were looking in to see what the store was, and I just was sitting very still filming you not to make any noise. And as soon as I turned my head when I heard them, I scared the crap out
They'll
of them.
live.
They will, but I think I just gave them the. It's brass, she said. It is made of brass. Yep.
Okay. Very active, right in the corner. Haunted. Crucifix from a New York estate. Antique European Sacred Heart from a church. Several priests are attached. Well, this is going to be rough.
That's going to be yours.
I don't know any prayers.
Ew.
I don't know a whole lot about religion, but we'll give it a go. Priest, judge. Listen, it might be something going on here that the universe is trying to tell me. You know?
Right.
Okay. Again, here's a new piece that we haven't worked with before. So we go through the same process like we always do. You may have watched as we spoke with the judge, senator. We are people that come in here. My name is John. That's Chris. That try to speak to whoever may be connected to certain objects, things that meant a lot to them, or things that they worked with, or things that were in their families. And we try to find out who's connected to it and why. And hopefully they'll tell us about their lives or the object or, anything they're willing to share with us. In your case, being a priest or several priests, I was baptized. My siblings went to Catholic school. I did not. My mother would get very frustrated with me because I couldn't even finish the Our Father prayer. It was a source of embarrassment for her every time they went to a wedding or church ceremony. But I do have faith. And I would love to know from a priest or priests that are here. Again, the big question is the afterlife, heaven, if it exists. And maybe you could help us with that. Again, a man of faith or men of faith who live the life of the church and the Bible and, believe that with everything in them. I would like to believe that as well. And that's kind of my search for answers, about what happens next, what it's like when we pass, what happens to the soul when we transition. Those are the big questions that those of us who are still here wrestle with, especially as we get older. So we're hoping that maybe you'll talk to us.
Could you extend your hand out? Something's attached to you and it's not. Keep your hand out, straight out. I just want people to see something is now on John. And I thought it was him at first that popped up. But as you can see, his hand's out and it's not mapping his hand. And it was moving before. It's reaching, trying to grab your hand, believe it or not.
Or trying to bless me.
Put your arm down. It went away. But it's okay. So we're just going to keep an eye on that. That was kind of weird because it just
Still there?
Yeah.
It might be mapping me.
It was mapping you. And then all of a sudden you moved. Oh no, that ain't you. It goes back and forth between mapping you to not mapping you. See? It's responding.
So the objects around the cross are not meant to disrespect the cross or religion.
You can see the difference in movement. Sorry.
In any way, shape, or form. Just the opposite. The objects around the cross are to validate and prove the existence of the soul, spirit, whatever you want to refer to what we are when we pass. These things react to energy. So if you were to try, any of the priests that are listening, to try to let us know that we're here, and lots of people that are watching. If you just release your energy from the cross, around the cross, stand there, these lights that you see above will turn different colors like the rainbow. They turn red, purple, green, blue. The same with the lanterns that I'm pointing to, down up here and down there. They will change different colors and react to as much energy or as much that you're trying to touch them and hold on to them, to signal to us and to everybody else that somebody is present near the cross and around the cross. This object here with the two fingers, just the colors green and red, if they sense a presence there. And I don't know if you noticed them down the bottom here, 2 Easter eggs or eggs that are blue and yellow with the words yes and oh boy.
What?
There was a light that came from behind that curtain. That was really weird. It literally flashed and went away. And that door is closed. There's no light coming from
No.
behind the door. The door's closed. It was behind the
And
curtain.
there's no light behind there either.
It was
It's dark.
behind the curtain though. It wasn't
Yeah.
in behind the door. All right. Let's do that if you want to. No problem with that. I'm all for miracles and things of unusual nature. The eggs are worded yes and no. So if you touch them with your finger, I'll demonstrate. See that? They're going to light up again because, you know, we're not people that have the ability to see and hear spirits. I know that, you know, there are a few people that can. A lot claim they can, but I don't think a lot can. This here is a music box. If I move my finger, it makes music. All I got to do is put my hand by it, as you can see. Again, not being a religious person, but a faithful person, like Chris always says, I do want more than anything to have faith in that there's a powerful, all-powerful God or being, that there is a better place for us when we pass, and that we do see our loved ones again and our friends, and you know that's true. I'm hoping again that maybe you really can help us with that and give us some signs. I'm a big believer in signs. So if you could give us some signs that you are here and that there are priests listening to us, you know, please do that. Just release your energy from that cross or around the cross and show us the lights. It would be great if you could do that. Some noises around. Some noises. That light was really strange because here's the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw right behind there, it was just a flash.
A flash.
And it
then
went,
this went away.
went so quick. But it did it right when I was looking.
Oh.
See what I just said?
And then
I said a flash, and now I got a flash of the.
you got a response.
The lantern. That's what I saw, but I saw it over there. So thank you for doing that, because you kind of helped me out by showing that you're at least capable of doing a flash of some kind, whether it's over there or over here, using the things that we put around the cross. Again, no disrespect at all to you or to religion, just the opposite. I really, really would like you, the priests, to show us some signs of something else, and that you are present, especially around the cross. That's a beautiful cross. As soon as I came in, I noticed it on the top shelf there, and I have an affinity for crosses. I don't know what it is. It's just a strange thing. And I noticed how beautiful this one was right away when I saw it. Even the stand, not quite sure what the snake means. I'm not a big religious person. If anybody has a clue what that could mean.
Well, they're all going back and forth about that. You know,
I mean,
it
are we
represents
talking Adam and Eve
evil.
stuff,
There's
or-
some, there's some that represents that. I mean, there's a lot of theology behind it.
So the snake, again, I'm not a very religious person. I don't know a lot about the Bible. I'm sorry to say. Does that represent like Adam and Eve And
Or the serpent in
Eve's
the.
temptation, and is that what's being represented there? If you could just again make something flash with just a burst of energy, or just by touching something, is that what? It's just kind of strange that there's a snake on underneath the crucifix.
Well, it might be because he's on the cross and he was crucified, and
What does the snake represent then?
evil. But the
Romans?
darker.
The Romans are the ones who.
Yeah, the darker
crucified
side of.
Okay, so I'm gonna let Chris take a chance here. Maybe it's me that you're not totally comfortable with. Again, Chris is right there in the corner. She's going to sit here and she's going to try to speak with you. We're going to try different things that may seem very strange to you. But again, these are tools that we can use to just try to hear your voice. And preferably, we would love to see that light again. That was really cool. You can move that curtain if you like. Make a sound within a room. Try to cast your voice. Again, my mother, when we would go to church, I couldn't even make the sign of the cross until I don't even know how old. I would just I knew it was something up and down and it had a side to side to it. And I would frustrate the heck out of my mother. But I do have my mother's rosaries that were very important to her. I have the cross that was on her casket. My mother was a faithful person and a religious person. Like I said, my other siblings, she made sure they went to Catholic school. They made their confirmations, their Holy Communion. We were all baptized, and I know that's all good stuff.
Mhm.
But me,
You see the priest responding to him?
no, she didn't do that with me, and I don't know why. But I do believe when it comes down to it, I would just love. I'm a seer and a believer, and I'm looking for signs all over of things that'll, make me believe. So I'm going to let Chris talk, and I'm going to step out.
Yeah, there's a lot of different. There's dying. He destroyed death. That's what it represents. People said snake under the cross represents Jesus dying for our sins.
Okay.
Representing,
I get all that.
Yeah, there's a
Make
lot
sure
of
I don't
different.
put
Yeah,
the
just be
button.
careful. Got it? All right. All right, fathers.
Fathers.
Yes, they said there's
Here, you
several
want this?
fathers attached to it.
You want that?
There are several fathers attached. And I'm going to take off my hat out of respect. Now, where's the recorder?
Somewheres.
Right behind me. All right, fathers. Just like what John was talking to you before, he was asking you questions, trying to get you to react with the equipment here. I'm actually going to ask questions, and I'm just going to record off of the recorder to see if you can respond where I can't hear you. Okay? And I'm just going to ask some really simple, easy questions, and with respect and regard, because I do understand that you are men of the cloth, and hopefully we can get a response from you. John's very attracted to the cross. John has certain belief systems, and I have the opposite belief system of, I believe in angels, I believe in demons, I believe in the root of evil, it's much deeper than just humanity and people themselves. So I do have a healthy fear when it comes to religion to a certain point. I kind of feel that religion is used to instill fear. So I'm going to ask you some questions regarding that and see what you get. This is actually going dead. So I'm just going to give that back. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. It did. It was going dead over here. Can any of you please tell me your name? Fathers, can you tell us what the snake or serpent meant on this cross? Can you tell us why you are attached to this specific cross? Are all of you, because they said there's 7 fathers attached to this, are you all connected? Did you all know each other, or were you priests at different times that dealt with this cross? For those who are non-religious, can you tell us what was your religion? In death, are you still trying to save souls? Has your beliefs changed at all since you have passed? Have you become more enlightened?
That's outside.
Were any of you fathers rewarded for the sacrifices you made in life for your beliefs? Would you still go back and be men of the cloth if you had the choice? And one last question, fathers. Is there anything that you would like us to know?
So before you listen back to that, I want to read something to see if we get a reaction for this. This is from Nancy Little. She said, the Lord said to Moses, make a snake. Let me make sure I can get the lights. Make a snake and put it on a pole. Anyone who is bitten can still look at it and live. So Moses made a bronze snake and put it up on a pole. Then, when anyone was bitten by a snake and looked at the bronze snake, he lived. The Israelis moved on and camped at Oboth.
So
So again, I don't know if that's what relates to the bronze snake.
This is a biblical statement.
I know, I'm just saying.
Okay.
But the lights did flicker when you asked two questions.
Yeah.
I think we should, again, for experimental purposes. Oh, they just blinked again. When we should read, you should look up on your phone the Our Father if you don't know it and read it and see if you get any kind of response to that while you're recording.
Well, I want to play this first.
All right, no, I'm just saying.
Can any of you please tell me your name?
I'm sitting down, I'm not moving.
Fathers, can you tell us what the snake or serpent meant on this cross?
Is that a word?
It's like something opening and closing. Like an ocean too.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I heard like, boom, boom.
Can you tell us why you are attached to this specific cross?
It's outside.
Are all of you, because they said there's 7 fathers attached to this, are you all connected?
Rewind it, see if it does it again.
Are you all connected?
That was bizarre. Oh no. Like that. Yeah. Good to hear. You hear it?
I don't know what it is now. What do you really?
Did you all know each other, or were you priests at different times that dealt with this cross?
Outside.
People said they heard you know. They said they heard a bad word.
For those who are non-religious, can
Was
you
that something right
tell
before you asked the
us
question?
what was
Rewind that.
your religious?
Right before you start talking. Forget it.
For those who are not.
No, I heard a word right before you started talking.
For those who are
Say,
non-religious.
right there.
For those,
Do it again. Right
for
there.
those who
Sounds
are
like
non-religious.
sounds like
for
dead.
those-
To be honest with you, no.
For those who are non-religious, can you tell religious? Can For those who are non-religious, can you tell us what was your religion?
It's another noise.
Religious, can you tell us what was your religion? What was your religion? What was your religion?
Tough. There was something there. I don't know if I heard Catholic.
That's the vehicle outside?
Possibly.
Yeah.
In death, are you still trying to save souls?
Yeah, I can't make it out either.
Has your beliefs changed at all since you have passed?
No.
No, that was pretty clear from here.
No.
Oh,
Is that the lantern?
yeah.
Have you become more enlightened?
Pass you both sides.
Were any of you fathers rewarded for the sacrifices you made in life for your beliefs? Would you still go back and be men of the cloth if you had the choice? And one last question, fathers. Is there anything that you would like us to know?
There's a sound of the ocean again. That's kind of weird.
All right, I want you to turn the recorder on in a second when I get back to somebody. Deb posted the Our Father. Where I gotta find it there.
Okay.
There you go.
So what do you want me to do?
I want you to turn the recorder on while I'm reading it. Tell me when you're ready.
No.
Okay. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, and we forgive them that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Now, I felt really cold by doing that. My arms are freezing right now.
It changed.
I do not like that feeling one bit. I feel super cold.
You ready?
Super cold.
Here.
Ooh,
Let me
it
hold
is
it.
all over me.
You want to hold it?
No, go ahead. Listen back.
No.
Okay. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses. And we forgive them that trespass against them that bread, and forgive us our trespasses. And we forgive them that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
The lights did flash for a second. It's really cold over here.
And
My arm is
there was a
freezing.
voice and then the breaths.
Ooh, my arm is free. My right arm, only my right arm, is cold. The rest of my body is regular temperature.
Do you want to try spirit box?
That's weird. That's really weird. My arm. Tell me if you sit here if your right arm gets really cold. Tell me. Make sure you grab one of the buttons.
Well, maybe it was. I don't want to block.
Tell me. But tell me. Sit down like I was sitting down. Your right arm. Tell me if only your right arm, not my leg, not my left arm, nothing but my right arm was getting.
Oh, it's cooler on that
right?
side.
It's right in the back there.
That doesn't make sense.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
All right, I'm gonna try a quick EVP session. Maybe I should just try the live spirit box, I guess, instead of recording it. And it's a lot. It's nice in here.
It's there's
the temperature completely
there's
changed.
ice cold air coming in here now, and it doesn't make any
The temperature
sense.
completely changed. It's actually whoa.
Oh,
I
you
saw
just got
that.
the blue lights.
It's actually really, really comfortable right now.
Kathy said that would be the right hand making the sign, and again the blue lights. That would be the right hand that would be making the sign of the cross.
Yeah. See? Yeah, she's right. All right, let me try. Let's see if this goes anywhere because I don't know.
It's cold now.
It's
You
really
and I
cold.
just kind of thought maybe you were affected,
No.
and it was just like, but it's like blasting Arctic air in here.
Are any of the priests here with us now? Father, could you say hello, please? Nice and clear. Please, Father. Anything you want to say to us? I'll ask again, is heaven real? Have you seen it? Are you there? Not a peep. Oh, that's really strange in itself. Yep. So
No.
heaven is real. You've seen it. Will I see my loved ones and my family again? So like family. Do you hear that? Family. Could you tell me one of your names, please? Father, any of you. Please, just one of your names. Father, and let me have the name, please. Were you okay with us saying the prayer? Did we say it correctly? Something there too. I said there's two of them. I guess there's like Deb said, there's a Protestant way of saying thine. They said that there's something about that. The thine part isn't part of the normal prayer in church. He said that there's two of them.
Do you want to record this now?
I want to get to the next object.
Yeah.
It's got to be getting late. I'll try a quick one.
He's going to record now.
He definitely said there was two of them. Where is the recorder? On me. I'll put the recorder on the floor. I'm sorry to keep asking the same question, Father. Could you please tell me one of your names so we could connect this to at least one of you? We heard there were 7. One of you. Please come forward and say your name. How many priests are connected to this cross? Could you give me a number? How many of you are here now? Could you please tell me that? What does the snake mean? Would you like to see this go to another church? Is that where this belongs? What if someone like me who's not a practicing Catholic were to take this home? Would that be okay as well? What could you tell us about your experience after death? I'm going to shut this off because I think there's some good stuff there. I think there's some real good stuff there. I was hearing and kind of trying to gauge myself what was being said, but you heard there were multiple words being said.
Oh, yeah. I shut it off.
Why would you do that?
Father. Question, Father. The fourth. I'm sorry to keep asking the same question, Father. Could you please tell me one of your names so we can connect this to at least one of you? We heard there were 7. One of you. Please come forward and say your name.
I heard that live. It says something about respond. It says something like, if we were to respond. If we were to respond. If we were to respond. Yeah, that's what I hear. If we were to respond.
How many priests are connected to this cross? Could you give me a number? How many of you are here now? Could you please tell me that? What does the snake mean?
Sounds like near death.
It does say near death.
Or just death.
In death?
Maybe. In death.
In death.
I don't know what that means.
Would you like to see this go to another church? Is that where this belongs? Another church? Is that where this belongs? Is that where this belongs?
Are you joking?
Go to another church? Is that where this belongs? To another church? Is that where this belongs?
I think that's what I have to listen back to a few times.
What if someone like me who's not a practicing Catholic were to take this home? Would that be okay as well? What could you tell us about your experience after death?
Desecrate?
Tell us about your experience after death. Tell us about your experience after death. Your experience after death.
Almost sounds like it's a dream movie, something like that.
Really?
I'm going to shut this off because I think there's some good stuff there.
Because it sounds like desecrate over here. Or
No,
somebody said
that's-
desperate,
no.
but again, my hearing's not the greatest. So
Desecrate at all. It sounds like it's a dream or something like
okay.
that. Okay, so we're gonna thank you. However many priests were here with us, interacting and speaking. Thank you for your time. I think there are a lot of people out there that would appreciate having this kind of energy in their home, and to have the support of all those priests if they might be around it. That's
Yeah.
great energy to have around you all the time if you're that faithful of a person. And it's a beautiful, beautiful item. So
It
thank
is
you again.
gorgeous.
All right, we're going to try to get one more here if we can. This one was kind of odd to me. This is why I picked this one. This is one of the ones that I kind of looked at a couple of times, and I thought it was kind of interesting. There was a card or something.
There is. It's right behind. It's on the stand. I'll get it for you. Oh, sugar. the air brakes on a truck that just stopped out here and gave me a
The
heart
Ghost
failure.
Hunter. The brave Ghost Hunter. All right,
Be
this
making
one's going to be
fun of this
hard
girl.
to show, but it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's
Can you
tough.
get that image? I'll get it in between
It's
the lights.
very, very. You got to put the light down because it's actually shining off of it. Further, there you
You're
go.
still not gonna- oh, you
Yeah,
see
there's
that?
an image right now. You got. It's the best you can do because there's actually like scuffing or whatever across the tin. The light's on it, and when you shine the light on it, I don't see nothing. Put your light down a little more.
You see it from the light?
There you go. Tilt it back your way. There you go. No. There you go. Perfect. That's the best they're going to be able to see that.
Yeah, it's faded into the glass, and it's kind of makes it look cool, really cool. So there's this.
It is a man.
There's the picture, and there's a set of old binoculars with it. Right there. There for you.
Yeah, it is a man in the picture.
Yep.
And John's going to read you the information. Second. He's literally, the semi truck is literally stopped out here. I think he got pulled over. So it's going to interrupt what you're trying to do right now.
Oh, I mean, only if I try EVP.
Yeah.
All right. It says Christian's ghost. Born 1818, died 1894. Lived a long life. Extremely active. Numerous voices are heard. The spirits of him, his wife Mary, and their 7 children all seem to come and go around these pieces. So we're talking Christian, Mary, and 7 children. Civil War era binoculars and a ghostly, I don't even know how to say that word.
It's responding. Look up.
Yeah. I don't even know how to say that. DAGUERREO type.
Yeah, it's a type of tin type.
Yeah,
Or
are
photo
all
type.
that remains of this family. Christian served during the Civil War in the Navy. Several of their children barely made it to adulthood. Oof. Family was from Pennsylvania.
Just somebody asked a good question. Is it still cold? Do you
No.
still feel the cold?
Nope.
No, the cold went away
It's
when
actually
you
hot
took
in here.
when you took down the crucifix. That was it.
Civil War.
Yeah, it's a glass print.
Mary. Okay.
They asked what his last name was.
I don't have it. His name is Christian. Her name is Mary, and then 7 children. They lived in Pennsylvania. He served in the Civil War.
Wow.
Christian, hello, my name is John. Mary, if you're here as well, any of the children of Christian and Mary, if you're around the picture or the binoculars, my name is John. This is Chris. You may have seen us here because you've been here for a little while. I know, see that?
Yep.
I know what we do seems strange to you, but you were just watching as we spoke with the priests as well as
Harmon.
the
Judge Harmon.
what's that?
The battery on this just said low on the PC.
That's got to be the main battery down the bottom.
It is.
All right. So, my name is John. This is Chris. Christian, Mary. We want to just speak to you and find out as much as we can about you and about your family, your children. You know that's what we do. You've seen us do it. I know a lot of these things probably look really, really strange to you because of the time period that you're from. But I promise that nothing here will hurt you or your children. What these items do, I'm sure you've seen Easter eggs before, or eggs. They say yes and the word no on them. You can touch them. And they twinkle like the stars. See? It didn't hurt me. I'm fine. Everything else, I don't know if I ever turn this on. Everything else just reacts to you being near the picture or the binoculars and they change colors like, yep, there you go.
Oh,
Look at that.
wow.
Bam. Like that. They change everything here does that. They change colors or they twinkle like the rainbow. Even these lights up here. And what they do is react to you being there. Any of your children being there. Your wife being there next to the picture in the binoculars. Okay? That is just staying steady on me. That's just staying steady.
It got brighter green though.
So Christian, we have talked to several soldiers since we've been coming here from various wars: Indian War, World War I, World War II, Civil War. So there it goes.
Yep.
Well, that goes all the way around. If the children are here, if anybody's here, wow, above me too, and that is above the light. That is really cool. It literally is right up from where the dome is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes all the way around, and you'll see all the
And it
colors
is.
of the rainbow.
You guys can see the light refracting onto the curtain
You'll see
behind
it
it.
come right back to me.
It's
all the
going
different
around.
colors. Right now, that looks like orange. There's blue. Yep, it'll come all the way back around to me. Blue again and off. Perfect. Now, whatever you did with that, you could do with anything that's up there, including the light that you saw twinkle up there. Nothing will hurt you. I promise you that. I wouldn't do that to you or your family. And again, what we're doing is not meant to disrespect you, your life, or your family, or your children. It's just to find out more about you and see if any of you are still around that picture and those binoculars. Christian, if you are here and you can hear me, could you do something again to move around to make anything react, whether it's the twinkly lights or anything on there, just by what I do? This is all you really need to do. It's pretty simple. You just move your hand around your picture or around the bottom here or up top here, and they'll react. You don't have to do anything. They'll react to you. And that little circle there, you could use that if you want. Mary, are you here? You had a very big family, Christian and Mary, 7 children. And I know that was probably normal for your time when you were alive, but now that's a lot of kids. I only have 2. Chris has 2. 7's a lot. I would hope that you're all still together now. I know Christian lived from 1818 to 1894. That's a pretty long life for back then. Now we're in the year 2022, believe it or not. So it's a long time removed from them. I'm going to touch your picture again, okay? If you don't, well, maybe I won't. I would like to hold your picture because, again, part of this is being able to connect with you and to speak with you. If you don't want me to touch your picture, I went reaching for it and you seem to react. If you don't want me to, could you react again? And I'll know for sure that you don't want me handling the picture. I'll give you a chance to react. I don't want to, again, disrespect you, Mary, or the kids. All right? I just want to pick it up and take another look at it. Okay? Reaching for it now. There we go. So again, this picture is very, very old. And it's hard to make out the details of what you look like. Even when I tilt it back, it looks like you may have had brown hair. You're wearing a suit. Everybody wore a suit back then. Very distinguished looking. You fought in the Civil War, correct? Did you fight for the North? The Union? Were you part of the Union Army? The Union Navy? Does it say that on there? No, it just says Civil War in the Navy. Did you fight for the Confederate Navy, for the South? That's my phone reacting. Would you like me to put your picture back with your binoculars, Christian? do that anyway. I just wanted to see how it felt to handle the picture, if I could feel any energy. Okay, put it back. What about the binoculars? That's me making the static go off.
It actually says on the paper that he was in the Navy,
I
right?
know, but I was
Yeah.
trying to figure out
Yeah,
which
because
side.
someone said Army.
Yeah, which side? Did you use these binoculars in the war? During the Civil War? Were these used for you on the ship, on the boat? Because these would have been around a long time if that's true. Put those back again by your picture. All right, this is going to be a tough one, huh, Christian?
Either your thing just shut down.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to try to do a real quick EVP or if you want to try to do a spirit box.
We'll do either. I'm just trying to connect first to see if they're even around the objects. We got a couple of quick hits. So here's what we're going to do. Mary, Christian, or any of the children, we don't know your names, I'm sorry. If any of you are here, we're going to encourage you to talk out loud because we do have these strange devices that will be able to hear and capture your voice so that we can hear you, because you could be standing there, all of you could be standing here, and we can't see you and we can't hear you. Okay? So I want you to try as hard as you can to talk out loud, okay? Forgot to shut off that clock too. All right, I'm going to do the recording first on the spirit box, and then I'm going to do a live EVP, unless you want to do it.
No, do it. Go ahead and let's.
It was cool, Holly.
Was this one of the ones where most of the children didn't live?
Yeah. Several of the children barely made it to adulthood, so that could be
Yeah.
from 5 to 12 to
Yeah.
Again, I'm. It makes me feel really bad when I read things like that. 7 children, and from what I'm reading, most of them didn't live to adulthood. That's really a shame. I'm sorry to you and to Mary that you went through that. So again, I'm going to try to turn the spirit box on, and hopefully we can hear your voice. Okay. I'm hitting record. I'm putting the spirit box all the way over there. Turn this on. I would like to hear the name Christian or Mary. Could you please say your name if you're here? Can you tell me how many children you had? Can you tell me where you lived? Christian was a soldier in the Navy during the Civil War. Which side did you fight on? Were you fighting for the North or the South? Did your children die of a sickness? Was it like pneumonia or something like that, tuberculosis? Mary, if you're here, you can speak as well. Again, my name is John. This is Chris. I understand that we're strangers to you. We just want to know about your family. Wow, see that? These items here that belong to Christian, they're going to be sold to a stranger. The picture of the binoculars. How do you feel about that? Would you be mad if a stranger owned these items and tried speaking with you and your wife and your children all the time? We're trying to find out if they need to be concerned. Would you be angry if I brought them home? Maybe you could be around another family and they'll take care of your items. They've been around a long time. Are you and your family together now? All of you? Married? 7 children? Are you all here? Tell me who is in this picture. What is the man's name in this picture? What is your last name, Christian? Could you tell me that? We only have a first name for you and Mary. Christian what? I would rather we know than leave it a mystery. We could look it up. Please tell me your last name. Christian, Mary. Any questions from you?
Can you tell us, Christian, what your title was in the Navy?
I'll ask you again, Christian. Would you prefer that a Yankee or a Southerner owned your items? Someone from the North or the South? What's your preference? All right. I hear some faint answers there. Ooh, North. I could swear I just heard North.
Kind of sounded that way. Let's see what happens.
All right.
While you were talking and stuff, I thought my hair was tickling my arm, and my hair's not on my arm. And I just kind of like that because I felt. Then it was just like, well, then something's crawling on my arm, and I touched my arm and there's nothing there. And then I went back to just like, and the camera moves because I grabbed my arm
Right.
and then it started. And then it felt like someone was rubbing their hand up and down on the skin on my arm right here like this.
Same arm as I felt the cold too. Hold it over there. Turning this on. I would like to hear the name Christian or Mary. Could you please say your name if you're here?
Yankee?
Freedom? I
Yeah,
was a little kid.
yeah, you're right.
Can you tell me how many children you had?
I was definitely a little kid.
Can you tell me where you lived? Christian was a soldier in the Navy. Christian was a soldier in the Navy.
That's a voice. That's not spirit box.
Christian was a soldier in the Navy.
That's a female.
Christian was a soldier in the Navy.
I think I heard her singing before.
Christian was a soldier.
Yeah, she's singing.
Huh.
Christian was a soldier in the Navy
I mean, what she says though.
during the Civil War. Which side did you fight on?
Wait a minute.
And the Christian was a soldier in the Navy.
The kind of might be
Civil
Southern,
War.
but it's not.
Which side did you fight on? Were you fighting for the North or the South? Did your children die of a sickness? Was it like pneumonia or something like that, tuberculosis? Mary, if you're here, you can speak as well. Again, my name is Sean. This is Chris. I understand that we're strangers to you. We just want to know about your family. Wow, see that? These items here that belong to Christian, they're going to be sold to a stranger. The picture, the binoculars. How do you feel about that? Would you be mad if a stranger owned these items and tried speaking with you and your wife and your children all the time? We're trying to find out if they need to be concerned. Would you be angry if I brought them home?
No.
Maybe you could be around another family and they'll take care of your items. They've been around a long time.
Thank you.
Are you and your family? Are you and your Are you and your family together now? All of you? Married? The 7 children? Are you all here?
Yep.
Tell me Tell me who's in this picture. What is the man's name in this picture? What is your last name, Christian? Could you tell me that? We only have a first name for you and Mary. Christian what? I would rather we know than leave it a mystery. We can look it up. Please tell me your last name. Christian, Mary. Any questions from you?
Can you tell us, Christian, what your title was in the Navy?
I'll ask you again, Christian. Would you prefer that a Yankee or a Southerner owns your items? Someone from the North or the South? What's your preference? I hear some faint answers that
North.
North. I
Stepped on it.
I hear some faint answers that North. I could swear I just heard North.
Kind of sound that way.
All right. So it's late.
Yeah, it is.
All right, guys. Let me turn the lights on. More time for an EVP session. It's getting late. So that's it. As far as you know, they're not all gonna throw things around the room and
Yeah.
Respond on command, but we did our best with 3 items, and I think we got some good stuff here and there. So I'll say goodnight, and I'll let Chris say goodnight.
Good night, everybody. See you next time. I always tell you to stay well. Stay well, be safe, and please be kind because it really matters more than ever. Good night, everybody.
All right, guys. Have a good night.